Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. Today we're going to be doing some fire starters, and I'll bet you never thought of doing it the way I'm going to be doing it now. So what we're doing is, in the past we've used these, which is waste, and we did a video on making them. Use sawdust, egg crate, wax, and fuzz out of the dryer, and works really good. But since the stores are all closed these days, can't find any candles. So Mr. Obsolete says, well, gee, what are we going to do? Well, let's look at the resources we have. So we're right out here where we cut our firewood, and if you look down on the ground you can see all kinds of chips and bits and pieces of wood. So I thought, well, this laying on the ground is just a waste, so let's use it. So I'm going to rake it up here. Get a bunch of it and stuff. And then the other thing we're going to need is some wood like this, little pieces of wood. Started out like this. And we'll need some cardboard like this and some string. Now when you have cardboard like this and you try to roll it up, you can see it doesn't want to do that. It just kind of wants to fold where it wants to fold. So I thought, well, I have just the perfect vintage machine to modify this to make it roll up. So we'll be back when we're there. Well, I know what you're thinking. You think this is just a washing machine. Well, you're wrong. Today it's a cardboard processor. Sometimes it can be used as a washing machine. One time years ago when I was working at the shop, a guy came in and told me he built a time machine on one of these, and when I asked him how to build it, he was stingy, wouldn't tell me, and ran off. So today we'll use it for cardboard processing. It's an old Maytag. Get it fired up here. Okay, there's a set of rollers in here that squeeze the water out of clothes when it's used as a washing machine, but we're gonna start the rollers here. Feed this in here. It has reverse, so it can go both ways. You just squeeze it nice and flat. Okay, and we'll do with our next one. Make sure you keep your fingers out of here. One more. Okay, well, we'll be back when we're over at the processing area for the firewood. Well, we're back at the processing area here. Then we're going to take one of these and take one of these and put it in here. See how nice that rolls up and how easy it is. Put that down here. I'm going to take a piece of string, tie around it here, get it tight. Okay, I'm going to take some of our tree debris here and start filling it up. There's a mixture of chips and sawdust and little pieces of wood. Pack it down in there pretty good and tight. Get it all the way full here, except for the last little bit. Take one more piece of string here, wrap it, tie it tight. Here we go, and then the last thing we're going to do, take a piece of paper, mash it down in the end here like that. Then when it's in the stove, we'll put this down, put a little kindling over it, and light it off. One other thing I probably will do before I use it, a couple of days before, I'll take about a quarter cup of used motor oil and pour down in here, let it soak. That'll keep the fire starter so it burns hot really quickly and clean. So when it comes to fires, I'm Mr. Clean. So there you are. A new process that nobody else has thought of except for Mr. Obsolete. Okay, I'm going to do our last one here. Put it in and roll up. See how nice and round that stays? That works out really good. Take our string, wrap it around, keep it tight, keep a little tension on there. Put a bow tie on that one. Isn't that cute? Okay, now putting in the rest of our sawdusty stuff. This will be nice because it'll clean this area up, and I'll have enough to make a whole bunch of these. I'll have to round up a little more cardboard, but boxes are always easy to find. Okay, well, you can see there, it's all pretty much filled up. Tie it up again. Press that down and get our last piece of wood and paper here. And leave a little tail out here to light it. So there you go. Whoop. Use your resources. Use what you have. We'll see you on the next exciting video.